Hey guys, are you tired of being pinned up like I am, stuck at home, nothing to do? Well, I've got lots of YouTube videos that I need to put out. So it's time to show you my James River trip from last year. But first, this video is going to cover all the gear that I took with me and packed in my kayak. Hope you like it. I think I have all my gear loaded up in the kayak for this trip this week. So I'm going to take a minute just to show you all the gear that I have packed, what I'm taking with me. And on this trip I'm taking the Field & Stream Eagle Run 12. It's a 12-foot boat. It does come with a little small storage compartment in the back, but most of the gear I'm carrying is up underneath the front and the rear. There's no bulkheads in this boat, so you have to pack everything in dry bags to take it with you. So I will unload the boat, show you all the gear I'm taking. You'll see how much I have loaded up. Okay, so where do I start in all this gear? It looks like a lot. So I guess first I'll start with my paddle. This is my carbon fiber Field & Stream paddle. I like to carry it as my main paddle just because it's lightweight. Right beside of it in the yellow bag is just a ground cover, and I use this to go underneath my hammock. Or if we just happen to stop along the river, we get some rain, anything like that, you can throw this down, have something to get under shelter wise to keep you dry. Next is my Ozark Trail 40-degree cool climate sleeping bag. This is a synthetic bag, not a down bag, but it's very lightweight, only weighs 2 pounds, and I like the way it packs down very nice and small, and I'm able to shove it up in the back of my kayak and stay out of the way. Next is the Eno. This is the extra large top. This is the Pro XL. I actually borrowed this from a friend of mine, Kim. My rain fly that I use is really big and heavy, and I wanted to use something a little bit lighter weight, so borrowing Kim's Eno. Then the hammock I'm going to use on this trip, I have quite a few to choose from, but I wanted something that was all one piece, so I'm going to use the Yukon Outfitters. This is a double nest hammock with the built-in bug net. So, and straps and everything came with it, and I've got them in a separate bag. Then I've got an Ozark Trail camp pillow that I carry. Also have another camp pillow I'll show later that should be arriving the day that I leave. Using the new Sleep and Go mat, this will be my replacement for the Thermarest that I normally use, or Reflectix. This is a 2-inch mat, and I've tried it out already, and I like the way it fits in the hammock. So this will be something I'll be doing a review on very soon. Just got this last week. Then of course I've got a sleeping bag liner that I carry. It just helps in the sleeping bag, gives you a little more warmth. Or if you get a little bit hot, you can throw the sleeping bag off of you and just use this as a sheet. Back behind is my Carlisle. This is a short paddle. It's an aluminum handle paddle, but I use this as a backup, and it stays in the kayak with me in case I need it. This is my camp towel. It's a very soft fiber wool material. I use this because it's a great camp towel to if you want to rinse off in the river, anything like that you need to dry off. This is a really nice towel. It's not very big, so I can carry it as a camp towel. I like it. And then this bag right here is another Field & Stream. This is just a compression sack, and all my clothes are in this one bag. So basically I have a pair of pants, a light jacket, one change of clothes for a day, actually 2 changes of clothes in this bag right here, and I can actually wash a set of clothes each day and have clean clothes. So don't need a whole lot of clothes with you, just enough to change in temperature, or you run into a storm, anything like that, you're covered. So let's move on down. I'm going to move down and we'll start, I guess, on the back side. Back there is my backpacking chair. This is an Ozark Trail. It is a little bit heavy for the size. but I do like the way it sits. And since I'm on a kayak, I don't have to really worry about weight. It's not, I wouldn't use this as backpacking. It's a little bit heavy, but it is a great little camp chair to take with you if you can put in your kayak. Beside that is my phone and GoPro mount that actually mounts onto the kayak. And I just picked this up last week off of Amazon. I'll post a link with the video so you can see where to get this. I really like the way this thing mounts. You can actually put your camera and your GoPro on one mount together at the same time. Beside of that is just a selfie stick, and you'll see my GoPro on it right there. And I'm just using the GoPro Hero 5 right there, and I'll use it for, actually hooks onto the back of the kayak, and I'll use it for shots behind me and in some stuff around camp. Moving up, of course you have the tripod right here in front of me, and this is the tripod selfie stick, and I will take that with me. I can hook my phone or the GoPro to that and use it around camp, take nice pictures and some good video with it. Dry box, and actually in the dry box I will carry my keys and wallet. I have a walkie-talkie in there that we'll use to communicate back and forth, and just a couple other items that I need to keep right beside of me in the kayak and keep it dry. Maybe put my sunscreen, stuff like that, maybe in that. So moving down here is the light that I did a review on, and you can find that review on my YouTube channel. This is a Hypertough light, and I'm going to use it at camp. Now let's move back to the back. Back here I do carry Repel bug spray. I've got an Nalgene bottle. This is your sunscreen right here. I always suggest carrying some sunscreen with you. Long days of paddling, you can get burned up really quick. Then this is an aluminum bottle I found last year, and I use it mainly to put my utensils and stuff in. So I've got like a wooden spoon, I've got a pair of tongs in there, my super long spork that I use, and just some different utensils for cooking. This is actually a bottle that I found, and I was using this bottle to put oil in for frying when camping. But now I'm using this for fuel, so I will put my fuel for an alcohol stove into this because I like the way it seals off, and carry the oil in something else. Moving down, starting on this side, I've got a Leatherman multi-tool in this little dry bag right here, this little bag, and I just keep it in the bag so I know where it's at and I know what to look for. It's a small red bag. A fillet knife in case we catch some fish. We can fillet some fish and have fish. In this is just a folding saw. I think it's a Magellan, a little folding saw that I use around camp. And of course this is fish grabbers, and I'll attach this into my kayak when we start fishing. And then this is my Aztec knife with the Kydex case or Kydex sheath, and I always carry this with me. It actually has a place you can hook it onto something, but it's very heavy. I keep this in the blue bag that's back there. That is my deck bag. And so I keep the knife into that deck bag, and I can get to it at all times. On this trip I'm carrying a small axe to process firewood in case we need it. Not always a necessity, but for this trip I'm going to take it because we really don't know what we're going to run into camp situations. Moving on, this box right here actually goes into that black case that fits on the back of my kayak. So there's quite a lot of this stuff right here that fits into that black case. In this, I've got some lights just to string up around my hammock to light up the area around me. I've got another GoPro in here, a headlamp. All this is in a bag so it protects it. I actually will put the GoPro in its waterproof case, and that will protect it in case this gets wet. The piece that goes on my head to hold my GoPro, the head strap, some extra batteries for lights, whatever I may need, and then some charging cables. Then always carry a small backpacker first aid kit, and also carry some extra pills and medicine and stuff with me in case I run into a situation where I get stung by a bee, anything like that. All I carry in this case. All right, moving back toward the back a little more. Back there is a NECTEC. That is a solar charger, and inside of that is a brand new 20,000 milliamp hour battery pack that I just picked up yesterday. And That way I can power all my devices, charge my GoPro, my phone, which I'm using right now. And then I'll carry a smaller backup battery to have, and I can strap this on the top of my kayak and charge as we're actually paddling each day. In this little mesh bag, I've got 3 things in the mesh bag. One is my cockpit cover, and then on top of the cockpit cover is my skirt, and then a PVC tee, and the PVC tee attaches to a small piece of PVC that I use to, when I'm propping up the cockpit cover, it helps just drain the water off of it at night in case you get a rainstorm. So I just keep it in that bag, easy to get to, and I know where it's at. The blue bag is just miscellaneous rope for camp. I do have I have my straps in there for my hammock, and just miscellaneous items. I have a gear hanger in there that I made, and I think you've probably seen it in other videos. I will use the gear hanger to hang up stuff at camp and keep it off the ground. So moving on, going out for 4 days, possibly 5, you got to be able to carry a lot of food with you. With no way of being able to carry any refrigeration kind of meats, you have to carry staple goods. So I basically bought an assortment of different things and put them into bags by days. So Monday morning I will actually take this bag, put it into my deck bag, into the blue bag, and I'll have it at reach. So it does have everything from my breakfast items to my snacks, my lunch, and my supper all in one bag. And there's a lot of calories in each bag. And I am taking some stuff that is in a can, and then I'll have trash bags with me that I will put that stuff in and haul it back out. But every day has a bag, and then like this one here says add 2 tortillas to the bag. So I carry an extra bag and it has tortillas in it, and I'll carry some crackers for peanut butter crackers, miscellaneous stuff. So we're not sure how long this trip is going to last. It could be Thursday, it could be Friday. So I always pack an emergency meal. This will be for the 5th day, and it's got just a few items in there that will sustain me that day if I need it. And then this bag right here has everything from condiments. It has a few food items, some jerky in this bag, just things I may need on the trip. Now, moving on, and you see a lot of jerky right here. This is Patriot Jerky. We're going to be doing a review on Patriot Jerky while we're out at camp one day. So check out Patriot Jerky. It's patriotjerky.net, or you can find them on Facebook. That's facebook.com, Patriot Jerky. They make a great product, and they were nice enough to send me some samples so that we could try this out this week on our trip. One other item I do carry that stays close to me in the kayak, in case we get out for lunch, I don't want to have to dig through everything, so I do have salt and pepper. And then this right here has a couple little things, some Fireballs, instant starter, the ends to the tongs, an extra lighter, a few things like that. Moving up to here, this is one of my cook pots, and I liked it because I can actually use this as a frying pan. I carry a bowl, measuring cup, and then I actually have a gasifier stove in there, and I will show you more about that once we get to camp. And a pot, and then basically it all straps together, goes in this blue bag, seals up. Water purification. Since we can't carry a lot of water with us, and I don't want to have to carry more weight than I'm already carrying, I'm taking the MSR. This thing is the pump kind, and it is phenomenal. So basically you can take this cap off, and a Nalgene bottle screws right onto this, and you can pump it straight from the creek right into that Nalgene bottle, and you've got pure water. It is military grade. Love this thing. Borrowed this from my son. He bought it a couple years ago to do trips with, and I'm going to use it on this one. And then I've got a plate, a small frying pan, and then underneath it is a bucket, and this is a wash bucket. It's for cleaning up dishes. If you need to heat up water, put in the bucket, take a bath out of the bucket, whatever you can. And all of these items right here all go in this green, and this is just a Ryobi bag for a cordless drill, and I'm just using it because it packs really well in my kayak and it's kind of flatter. And then I've got my little cozy that I put my Mountain House meals in. That's great for getting them rehydrated. Taking a fishing rod. I'm actually taking 2 fishing rods. I'm taking a small collapsible fishing rod, which was right here, and I'll take it with me and have it in the boat, and then I'll take this one to mainly do most of my fishing out of. And then I've got 2 small tackle boxes with different lures in it for catching bass, catfish, brim, whatever we want, trout, anything. Inside of this bag, I do have all of my cleaning supplies. So I have stuff to clean dishes, I have paper towels, I have toilet paper, I have wipes, I have dish soap, regular soap, just anything I need to clean up stuff with or clean myself up with is all in this bag, Sea to Summit bag. And you can see everything has gear tags on it. And because I'm the one that owns TaggYak, of course all of my gear is going to have TaggYak tags on it. So, and that's a good idea if you're going, if you're out on a trip, be sure you have everything labeled. If nothing else but writing your name on it in a Sharpie, get everything labeled as much as you can. So in case you lose a piece of gear, maybe there's a nice person out there that will return the gear to you. So that wraps up what I'm taking on this trip. If you have any questions, just comment on the video. And we leave out tomorrow afternoon and start the trip on Monday morning. Thanks for watching.